Two. Oh, just kidding. I pressed it. Okay, we're here. Hi.
Welcome back to the podcast. Times. Maybe not named that soon. Maybe this will be our
Maybe
last Zoom episode. We don't know.
we
All right.
just
We're
yeah,
gonna talk
we
about
made the
Falcon
announcements in the last episode. Now I don't really feel like re-explaining it.
Soldier.
We're definitely wearing the same clothes. Maybe this is a different day though.
No, it's a different day.
hmm Yeah. So we just talked about WandaVision, and we have to catch up on all the Marvel shows because Loki's out. So we gotta pound these out. Get them out of the way.
Yes, sir.
So we are on Falcon Winter Soldier, and we're just gonna do a whole show review. Probably be longer than our show reviews because we normally just do individual episodes. It'll probably be like a 40-minute video. Yeah. So let's get into it. Probably. Yeah.
All right. Falcon Winter Soldier. I didn't like it as much as WandaVision, I don't think, but it's close. But it was not disappointing, and I don't know if that's because I was coming off WandaVision or because I set low expectations for it, but it served its purpose for me. There are things I didn't like, and there are things that I liked, but it was satisfying. So it was like this the whole time. It didn't go.
Yeah. Well, okay. I think it was pretty solid from the beginning. Yeah, well, I mean, there was things I didn't like about it from like the beginning, but then the ending kind of like fell off. I don't know. It Yeah. I think I like it a little better in WandaVision just because I don't know, the finale really ruined WandaVision for me. Like
Yeah,
I can't even look at the show the same. And like the finale for this show, it was fine. It just like got into like I feel like I didn't even realize when I pressed, like I knew it was the last episode, obviously,
hmm
watching it, but I was just like, oh yeah, like we're like done,
hmm
like we're like on the final fight. It
it's
felt
gonna.
really sudden
I know.
for me at least. Yeah, I
It,
don't know.
it did. This one felt even less episodic than WandaVision. Like we talked about
Yeah,
how like choppy. Like this was definitely just like they filmed six
the
hours of a
movie. It was just like even before that we started the podcast, I was just like I don't remember the episodes. Like I had to
yeah.
like I think I remember what happened, but it was just like one big action sequence thing.
So
Yeah,
we'll start with things that we liked, and I'll start with episode one. Just a quick little recap. It starts with Falcon flying through canyon, whatever, trying to chase down the Russian
I
dude from.
thought that scene was so cool. I was
Yeah,
like, this is a cool action scene, and then
yeah,
no more.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
The rest of that episode, the bad that was a cool scene, but the bad thing about starting with such an action packed high like that is like the rest of it just felt so slow. And
yeah, yeah.
um
The episode's kind of
the
boring.
good
I'm
part,
not gonna lie.
the good plot, okay, Bucky, it is literally Falcon featuring the Winter Soldier.
I know
And
it
it should
sucks.
not be more Bucky than Winter Soldier, or more Bucky than Falcon, but it should be Falcon Winter Soldier. It should be mutual. There,
Yeah,
yeah, Bucky was criminally underused, and he has been in the entire MCU. And I
just the
finally got to
whole yeah. People are trying to argue that he isn't. It's like he was in. He had like his movie, like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, right? Like that was good. And then just like I mean, he was in Civil War, but he was kind of a side character. He wasn't more of a main character. And then he like from there on, he was literally just like Captain America's sidekick. Like that was it. Like in Endgame, he literally just had a gun. He was just shooting
he
men.
literally had a machine
Or
gun. It was
well, and wait, no, Infinity War and Endgame, both.
Endgame. He barely saw screen time. So
Yeah, yeah.
same
Infinity
with
War was in it
Infinity.
a little more, but he just had a gun, so it was just like okay. But anyways, yeah, back to the show. He was definitely underused. I liked his storyline way better. At least from the
That's what was even more frustrating. That's what made me realize he was underused is the fact that his storyline was so good that like the fact that he was in therapy and he was
the
checking up the
way they
list.
finished it was
Ah,
just so weak. Oh my
It
god.
was
It had
it was
such good potential. Exploring Bucky's past and like the
and
trauma
it
that he's been
finally
through.
like the thing that WandaVision didn't deliver on was emotion, and I was like crushed by seeing him kill that guy's son and
Yeah,
realizing he had no way of like helping it or writing it other than like trying to assist this man through his daily life and finally admit it to him, but he didn't know how. Like that idea was so good, and they just drop it for a super soldier plot. It was the
yeah.
most
They
like
literally set up this whole thing
accurate
and you're
thing.
like, "Oh, okay, this like I'm gonna like this side like this plot line way better." And they don't address it again until the last episode, pretty much.
Re- Before we even get into the rest of the episodes or the show as a whole, I am here to fix it. Hire me, Marvel. Remove Carly Morgenthau in the Super Soldier subplot. What I thought the show would be and what it should have been based off episode 1 is the government doesn't want to accept Falcon being Captain America, which is kind of what they were thinking. Make that the main one of the main co-plots, and the other one is Bucky dealing with like a character study from dealing with the after effects of being the Winter Soldier. Like, why
Yeah,
would you not do that? Why the point of all they did the super soldiers for is to have fighting scenes,
yeah,
but it takes
um,
so much time, and it's such a mistake.
yeah. But I feel like
That's,
also if they did just Falcon versus the government, like that's pretty much been done in every
that's
single
true.
Captain America movie.
That's true.
So, but it probably still would have been better. So
No, you're
I'm
right.
not.
That plot, but they get super soldiers have been like when they brought that back, I was like, again, like I feel like we've done that
Yeah,
for.
it's just like, and like Zemo was so good in this movie. Like okay, I like Zemo
Yeah.
in Civil War. It's just he did not need to be there,
No, he did.
or the other plot didn't. They just need to pick. But whatever,
Yeah,
we've discussed that. I think.
we
I
did.
think
We
we
did.
have. But Zemo in this show was really good, and it was like he actually got a character other than just like, because like he was just kind of like there for like just for the plot, and he was just driving in Civil War at least.
Yeah,
But I like Zemo as a character, and like he was like a cool anti-hero person,
and he's such a human.
and then he dips. Just he's
Yeah,
gone. Like the
yeah.
Wakandans take him, and he's out of the show, and it's like okay,
Dude, when the Wakandans show up, it's just there to be like, oh yeah, this is their
they're
base.
literally just there to take him. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The Dora Milaje.
I'll say the only good part about him, not his. I think he should have been in it more, but like the good part about him, like knowing, like he didn't try to do anything extra, trying to escape. They didn't add a subplot about him hating being there. Like he knew he was there just to serve their purpose, and like it made him more of a human. He was just there, like enjoying his time out of prison and being himself, and like
Yeah,
it was good. It made him a human, and it makes you feel more for him in Civil War because like he's crushed and he almost killed himself at the end. So
yeah,
it was cool to see
yeah. And
Zemo.
I think it was a cool like a way to end his character, or like
Mhm,
near the end with they kind of tied back to something he said in the very beginning.
mhm,
Like he was
mhm,
like, "Have you visited the Sokovian memorial?" And like
mhm,
that's where Bucky found him at.
mhm.
I just thought that was a cool detail to
I also
include.
thought, well, the good thing as well is his issue was like he didn't like having superheroes and whatever, and he
Yeah,
got the last laugh at the end, which I didn't realize at first, but he blew up the van of the
yeah.
last.
I forgot that dude was his butler. I
Yeah,
thought that was the
I thought they were setting up for
John
something.
Walker lady person, like the lady that's like with John Walker. I thought it was like
Oh yeah.
her person. I don't even know what was happening. I was just like, oh, because I was so confused why they cut to Zemo and then
Mhm.
cut away. I was like, what was the
But yeah, it
point of
was
that?
him.
And
It
then
was
it was
him. Yeah.
him. I was like, oh,
I didn't know that in the
makes way
movie,
more
but
sense.
I do
Yeah,
like
because
it.
I forgot that was his brother.
That's probably the last time we see him, and like that's what he wanted. And
Yeah,
it's
and then the show, it's just like I feel like the show sets up so many things and then doesn't finish on it. Like
yeah.
there's the whole thing with they have like this reoccurring thing where the super soldiers are gonna revolt against Carly, and
Mhm.
like they tease it, and then
In the
nothing
finale,
ever
too. In the
happens.
finale.
Yeah, in the finale, they like hesitate, like going, and then what, they don't do anything with it.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. It's like there could have been so many different, like they could have explored so many paths and it would have been better. I just feel like for the show, and there was just so many other things. I feel
Rob,
like they tried to tackle too much.
they definitely did.
Like there was a lot going on. Like now that I think about it, it was just like
But
with the Zemo plot line, there was John Walker, there was
I
Carly.
go back on what I said about removing the flag smashers because you said that like there's a lot going on. You're right. Like the thing they did wrong is they had too many things to tackle. I don't know if you need to remove that, but like the flag smashers aren't a bad concept. Like why wouldn't there be backlash? There always is to something happening, and
Yeah,
that's an interesting concept. Like they like the world post blip or whatever, and what I
yeah.
don't know.
I feel like for like the first time ever, like there was not enough exposition. I
Yeah.
was so confused on what
Mhm,
their goal was until pretty much like the end of the episode, the
mhm.
end of the show, and I was like, I kind of get it now. Like when there was like the whole speech moment, like I kind of understand what's happening, but it's still really unclear. Like I get that they want to go back to
Yeah.
post blip.
They don't even
Like,
like how by how though. They just wanted to
yeah, I don't really
it's
get
fine.
their motivation. It's really confusing. It's just like I don't know. And it's like there's so much. And then there's a whole race subplot. And it's like what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying there's something wrong with doing it. It's just like the way they executed it is so just bad. I don't.
I didn't even realize till you started talking about this how much like it was literally overwhelming how many plots there were.
Yeah,
Like
so much they're
literally.
trying to
Like
tackle,
I'm
and
now
it's
realizing like race is not a bad thing to touch on. I get like whatever, but they literally threw that in like episode 4. It felt like I know Isaiah Bradley was earlier, but they made that such
yeah.
a big like point of like
Well,
focus.
they had the
Like,
one thing where it was like they talked about the cops like
yeah, that was
yeah.
early.
I was just like a random. I was like, oh, okay. Like I
Yeah,
feel like they probably filmed that.
it felt like a reshoot.
Probably like yeah,
It was
like
a
because
reshoot. I think.
it probably was because they probably had the race subplot going on, and they're like, oh, why not throw this in? It just like it was out of place.
There's no theme to the show. It was the same as WandaVision. Like there's just no like more, especially with the show like Falcon Winter Soldier, where it's dealing with like grief with Bucky and like stepping up to that Captain America like bar or whatever. Like
Yeah,
so many things they could have explored and they just did it all at once. So you don't actually
yeah,
have a main focus.
yeah. And then there's like I thought it was kind of interesting they touched on the financial aspect of the blip.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
calling it that. It's just why did they not call it the snap?
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay. Like where like I think it's episode 1 when they're like
At the bank.
yeah, um but then it just turned into the boat and it was like the boat took up maybe like a fourth of the show. No, like fifth, sixth.
Yeah, it
It
was
was just a
definitely
lot. It was they were just
like
there
why is his sister even there? Like I don't even
to
like
flirt with
all she should
Bucky.
be there for. Like episode 1 is that should have been like the limit of that, just to show that like yeah, like what happens when people come back? Like how do you handle that? Like show that there's struggles there, and focus on something else. And Bucky's thing with the Asian guy, like that's in episode 1. They take a break for 5 episodes, and then the 6th one, in the last like 5 minutes, he
They
revisit.
choke.
Yeah,
It's so bad the way they went. Oh my god. It's just like why did he just walk up and he's just like, "Yeah, I killed your son." And then he left. It's like, what?
yeah, it was not, and he just looked like stunned and
Like he didn't explain it at all. It's like,
uh,
what? Oh, do you, okay. Like I get that. Like it's probably like, even if he explained it, it wouldn't change the fact that he did it, and it's like he's still gonna feel guilty. Like I get that's probably what they were trying to go for, but it's just like,
he seems like such a jerk from our
yeah, it's
perspective.
like okay,
Yeah,
you just I don't know. Oh god.
yeah, no, they messed up on that one. And then Falcon, because I call him Captain America? I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. I guess I just thought they didn't handle it very well. We haven't even talked about John Walker, but we'll get into that. But Falcon being Captain America, whatever. I don't care. Like I would rather it be him than Bucky. I know a lot of people want Bucky, but like that is
Yeah,
so stereotypical and so like why not do something for Falcon? Falcon needs
yeah,
something as well. We talk about how Bucky's underused. Like Falcon's got nothing to do in the past.
yeah. I was talking about it, because my brother watched the show
Yeah,
and he was just like he like kind of forgot the movies and he like forgot Falcon was a character.
yeah,
Like
I could see that. I could see that. I
like
mean,
he was like, "Oh, this guy's like important now." It's like, yeah, I mean, he was kind
yeah.
of just like not really
Why not
there.
give him something to do? Like I
Yeah.
don't hate that.
And it's like he's been in the comics. It's like it makes sense. Shoot, I was gonna say something about Falcon. I don't really remember what. Oh, the whole thing where like Falcon is like he's a good man, but like not a good. Oh, like well, he's a better man than he's a soldier. Like that's the
Yeah,
whole thing behind Captain America. I thought that was kind of cool, but it was just like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I do like that because that's the idea behind the Captain America character.
Yeah, it's like it wouldn't have made sense for Bucky.
And then
Bucky wouldn't even wanted to take it
no, he
anyway.
wouldn't. He didn't even want Falcon to. He was like, that's the. I don't even understand why they teamed up. If I'm being honest, because Bucky confronted Falcon. He's like, dude, you shouldn't have given away that shield. You don't deserve this. Da, da, da. And then you're just like, okay, let's go on an adventure and stop super soldiers. Like, how
Yeah,
does that even like? And I don't care if there's a terrorist group, but like, why give them super soldier powers at all? Like,
yeah. And
did that actually service the plot at all?
what that they just, I
Well,
mean,
like the
just so they
Black
can
Panther.
actually fight them.
Yeah, I get that. I guess. Yeah, it's like.
That was kind of it. And like, I mean, it kind of led into Zemo, but
But I'm just so
so
wrong
much to
by it
tackle.
just
We
because I
haven't
feel
talked
like
about Sharon or John Carter. There's
yeah,
so much like to digest in this show. Um, shoot, I forgot what I was
so
gonna say
wrong just
again.
by like the super soldier thing, just because you know how I'm a dead character. But like just bringing stuff back, like I just feel like it takes away from the weight of other movies and like the whole thing was like, oh my god, they might be making super soldiers Civil War. Then Zemo shoots them all, and you find out his plan is just like, I thought that was the end of super soldiers. I thought we were done, and they're just like, oh yeah, this guy exists. That's
Yeah,
incredibly. He's been there the whole time. Oh, also all these people have heroin now, and they can make themselves super soldiers. I was like, oh, all right.
yeah. I don't know. It's just like I. It's a show. Just like it definitely like what you said. Like it kind of just like ignored other movies. Like Falcon giving away the shield was literally just to drive the plot. Like there's no reason that he should have. Like he
No,
was like, oh, like he said, like Steve was wrong. Like what?
yeah,
Obviously he wasn't. Like
yeah,
I
clearly,
don't know. It's like he chose you for a reason. It's just
yeah,
like
and
he literally just gave it away just to drive the whole plot of like John Walker.
and after he gives away the shield, he continues to do stuff for the government, like missions for them, like tracking down
Yeah,
the flag. Like it doesn't change his role giving away the shield. You're right, is literally the service law. John Walker.
yeah. Probably one of the best parts of the show,
Yeah,
arguably.
except when he does a 360 at the end or 180.
Yeah, people like that, and that's like weird.
The
I
thing
didn't like it that much.
we watched The Boys. We still got to do a review on that, I think. But the thing that's great about that villain is like I'm not saying right Homelander, but Homelander is just insane. Like there's some
Yeah,
depth to him, obviously, and they explore that with his past. But the thing that keeps you on edge is you don't know if he's gonna blow everyone up around him. Like he's just such an insane character, and you see him slowly descend to madness. And
mhm,
we saw that with John Walker. Like you see that he's not
yeah,
stupid.
and it's
He's
just like you can't write a character arc
yeah. There's
in
no
like
redemption for a guy
30
like that.
minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. It's just that's not something you do in a show.
Like why not
That's
keep him as like some guy who's insane? Like
and it's just like I don't know if I'm rooting for him, like because I know the person he's like working for or whoever that lady is. Like I
yeah.
think she's like a Hydra person. Like I know she's bad, but
Yeah.
like now he's supposed to be good, and it's just really confusing if like I'm like on his side. I don't know, and
Yeah, because
maybe
it
that's
like
the point.
it made me feel good when he was talking to his wife or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, we're back." Then I was like, "Oh, like he's a human." Like, but then I'm like, "Wait, no, he's not." Like they just switched up.
Yeah,
On me. Like I felt something, but I shouldn't have. Is the problem?
yeah,
Like, it was out of place.
and I feel like there was like him killing someone. Like it makes sense because like I'm not like against him. Like obviously he shouldn't have done that, but like where he was coming from, like it made sense, even if he
Hmm.
was like a little on edge.
Hmm.
Um, like it made sense for the character to do that. Like his friend just died, and it's not like Captain America hasn't killed someone in the past. Like
Yeah,
he could literally kill like 15 people in the beginning of Winter Soldier.
he literally just knocked him off a boat with his shield. Like he
Yeah,
literally.
it's it's just like it's a point that it's like displayed by the public, and I get that message kind of. Um, but yeah, it's like but then, like, he just kind of becomes like a psychopath in the next episode. He
Well, they
like,
literally like, they almost write him off. They beat him in a 2v1 like in the
yeah,
beginning.
and then he's kind of gone.
Then they do an end credit scene where he's making his own shield. Then he comes
Yeah,
back and he's just like trying to kill Carly, but then he has a redemption. Like he was done. He was very much done. He was out of the show after they beat him. It felt like, and then he just kind of crawled back in.
yeah. It's just like they just yeah. I don't really know what else to say. It's just like they had a really cool concept where it's like a character that you could
Yeah,
kind of get where he's coming from, but like obviously he's making the wrong decisions, and it's like he's just motivated by the wrong things, and it's
that's
like
the yeah. That's the great part of
not
a character like that is he's a human. Like he's literally us, and when he makes wrong decisions, he's not wrong. He's just not doing. He's just not
yeah,
a
it's like a human mistake that a regular person put in that position. Like
would do
there's
the
a lot
same.
of stress, obviously. So like he's yeah,
That was what
like
was so great about him. But then they make him a, like he doesn't like. You don't need to have a happy ending with a bow on top redemption for him. Like
yeah.
there's
I
nothing
feel
wrong with.
like they probably could have like extended the whole thing, like of him wanting the super soldier serum. Like he probably
Yeah,
didn't need to get it.
he just gets it. Yeah, like pretty
Yeah. And like
realistic.
I feel like if that could have been interesting to see him like in a movie or something trying to get the serum. Like he's like going, I don't know, maybe.
Sharon.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about her. It's just like what? She's bad? Like okay, obviously she was gonna be power broker. I'm pretty sure no one was surprised
Nobody.
by that
Yeah.
twist. She literally just disappears sometimes and like she's like talking to other people on the phone.
He lives in some like beautiful penthouse.
Yeah, it's like okay,
That's insane.
obviously it's gonna be her. And it was like, okay, I was like starting to believe it wasn't gonna be her because it was like
It was so obvious.
very
That's why I didn't
clear.
think so
I
either.
was like, okay, maybe they're gonna have like this cool twist, and they
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
So then, yeah, she was just like bad. I just I don't know, because like I feel like it could have probably been explored more and it would have been better. Because like you
Yeah.
see, um, like all these characters got impacted by the events of Civil War, and it's like cool to see a character that like took it the wrong way. Like
Yeah.
he like actually went to the bad side, whatever, but like it wasn't really explained that well. So yeah, I don't know.
It's just I like the idea of her being like wronged by that and them treating her wrong and like yeah, you explore the bad side, but I don't buy after being an agent for them for so long and her like mom or aunt is Peggy Carter.
Peggy, yeah, was
I
a
don't buy that
founder.
she would just switch and just be so like now she's trying to
Yeah,
hijack the government
yeah,
or something.
yeah. Well, hopefully she gets more depth in whatever movie. Yeah, okay, that's another thing that I am confused about. Like, are they gonna be in like a movie? Like all
Dude, these,
these characters?
that's the issue with this
Because
and
they didn't.
WandaVision. They're both like launch pads for like 10 different projects. Like
Yeah, like okay, WandaVision, it's a little simpler because like
mhm.
all those people can just join the Avengers. Like it's a really simple route for like White Vision, pretty much, and
Monica's gonna be in Captain
Monica.
Marvel.
They
Like
can
yeah,
literally just,
they have
yeah, they just
specific
join.
projects to be in.
But then it's like the things that they set up at Falcon Winter Soldier, like they have to be resolved in like a movie. And like I
It,
don't know if it's gonna be in
yeah,
one big movie
it
or
would
like
have
they're
to be
gonna split
within
it
its
up.
yeah.
Because like John Walker is like a with this lady now, like that's gonna be a thing. Maybe he's a villain. I don't really know what they're doing with that. But then Sharon Carter's a villain. Like she's gonna be a villain in one of the movies, and I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I don't know if she's gonna be the main villain or like what's gonna happen. But like this is like the I don't want to say it needs a season two. Like it doesn't, because like the whole thing's resolved. Like he is Captain America. That was kind of the whole point of the show. But like they needed to resolve these issues because they're just kind of like left hanging.
Yeah. No, Monica, yeah, like Monica can be in Captain Marvel too, and did it. Like that's the good thing about WandaVision. It's like a leaping point for other projects. Like Wanda's going to be in Doctor Strange, but like these are in their own specific bubble. Like you can't
Mhm.
put John Walker at the end of Doctor Strange 2 and be like, oh, it's time to finish my no. Like they need to be in their own like Falcon and Winter Soldier, Captain America type sphere.
Yeah. So I feel
Because
like
they're in
they're
this
just
movie.
yeah. I think there's gonna be a lead off into like Falcon movies or Captain America movies, whatever. Because there's gonna be a Captain America 4. So
Yeah. I know Kevin Feige's the mastermind behind it all, and he's right. Does it not feel like the sequel trilogy a bit like different creative control, just doing their own? Like
yeah,
I'm nervous, like because Loki is a completely different thing as well. It just feels like they're all not like on the
connected.
same page.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
We'll see, I guess. Um, and then I feel like it's not something that upset me that much, but definitely upset other fans. Like it's kind of annoying because it's like a minor detail that probably should have changed, but like that's fact. Like you know how I like changed the title of the show to Captain America and the Winter Soldier,
yeah,
and like people are mad because like the whole point of Bucky's arc is that he's not the Winter Soldier, but then
yeah,
they just like kind of go back on that, and like everyone was saying like they should have been like Captain America and the White Wolf.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
I agree, like it definitely should have. They probably should have named it that, but like it's like kind of
Not
just
to
went
mention
back
that
on Bucky's
that's
arc.
already the name of a movie.
Yeah,
Or-
I know that also is like okay,
uh,
yeah, I don't know.
oh, also, did you remember War Machine was in that show for like 5 seconds?
Oh yeah, he was there. Oh, we haven't even talked about Isaiah too. Oh,
I don't even know what to say about like I don't have much to say. Like I guess that's good. Like Falcon redeemed him. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I thought that part was fine, like him building a statue, whatever, like honoring him. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then the speech, I can't get behind it. Like it's like I
Speech was
know
cringeworthy for me,
it's
bro.
just like
Like,
5 minutes long of Falcon just talking,
I thought I was
talking.
just like disappointed with the finale, and I saw the speech. I thought it was like the cherry on top. So Cameron was watching it, my brother, and I was like, all right, I'll give it another shot. So I was listening to it, and I was just like, he's just spraying exposition, but at the wrong time. And Cameron's like,
Yeah,
what is he doing?
they're explaining the
Yeah,
motivation of the like they explain the whole motivation of the people at the
yeah,
very end of the
I know,
show,
all at once too.
and I still don't understand it. So it's fine.
No, I know. Cameron literally looked at me and he's like, "What is happening?" I was like, I don't know." Like he's just telling everything. Then he flies away like he did some. It was so jumbled and not inspirational.
Yeah. I don't know.
It
It's
felt
just
it
like
felt
I
odd.
don't want to like attack it because like it's race and it's like a sensitive subject.
Yeah, of course. Same with
But
Isaiah.
it's like I support the idea. It's just they
Of
did not
course,
execute it
of course.
correctly, and it's just like
I am behind as much as the next, and I like Black Panther did it, but like it is so like in your face and out of place. You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
because it's not the main focus of the show. Like,
yeah,
but they want you to
exactly.
think that it is. Like they're
It's
trying so hard to
like
make
there are things that have executed race plots
it.
very
Of course,
well.
yeah.
Like Get Out,
Things
amazing.
that, yeah, exactly. But there's a whole underlying idea. We love that movie, and that deals with the same
I
thing.
know that's like one of my like the more I think about it, the more I want to rewatch it because that
It's
movie's
amazing. But
amazing. Yeah,
the it's because they have so many other ideas and concepts going behind it, and then they're just trying to shove that one in your face, like they were thinking that the whole time, but they were not. And
yeah.
they
It's
are
just
not
like
me.
I don't know. They probably I don't want to say they did it for viewership, but it's like
I think it's definitely the release time of that with everything
yeah,
going.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like more people are gonna get behind the show seeing that. And then like everyone in the crowd is just black. Like
Oh my,
like in
yeah,
Falcon,
that
like everyone is I was like, okay,
this
I
is
mean
not meant to be
sure.
racist at all, but literally like every chance they get, they like it was like anti-diversity almost. Like they,
Yeah.
but it's okay. Like that didn't offend me, and that was not a fault. It was just like an observation. Like
Yeah.
it was very much so.
Like it
And they
made
really call
sense
it
like for the
Black Captain
boat
America
scene,
and
like the
stuff.
boat, yeah, I don't know. Like the boat, like they're all black because it was like
Yeah,
a
that's
community,
his
like a black
family.
community. Like it made
That was
more
like the
sense.
culture, kind of, you know.
This one was just like it's like no white people supported him
The entirety of New York.
except the senators. All the senators were white.
Yeah, that was. I didn't even reckon, and all the villains
I'm
were.
pretty sure. Yeah, whatever. It's like I
Sorry.
don't know. And there's Falcon's little ear thingies I
Oh,
don't like
why does
in
it
this
do that?
costume. I don't know. His costume design is good. Other than that, it
It's
was
like
like
spandex
weird.
around his head, but then they cut it right here. It's so weird.
And this Falcon, I mean, John Walker's new suit, which is from the comics.
I guess. I guess Falcon's arc, besides like comparing it to WandaVision, like I guess it was satisfying because Wanda didn't have an arc, but then like Falcon in the end, it was predictable, but he stepped up to that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like that was obviously going to be the main thing in the show. Like him becoming, like that was the whole point.
Bucky should have been there more, but he did do his thing. Like he checked off the list, and he finished therapy. Like
Yeah, but it's
that
just
was
like it felt
semi.
really forced. Like
Yeah,
it
it
was
did.
just like they had this thing and then they kind of just threw it in at the end. It's like there was that one scene where he's like crying because like the thing didn't work on him anymore, and I
Mhm.
thought that was a super powerful moment. And it's just like they didn't really explore it that much. I feel like they could have just done so much because Bucky's such a complex character, and there's so much that you can do with him, and they just kind of threw it like away for this like
He's been in the MCU since 2011 when the first Captain America, and
yeah, it's literally
that's the advantage he has over Falcons. He actually has stuff to work with. So you'd think he'd be more complex, but he's not. He's the stereotypical Bucky we've had in every single movie,
yeah.
and it
And I
is
saw this thing where it's like you know where uh in Winter Soldier when Cap is like Bucky and he's like, who the hell's Bucky? Like
yeah,
you know that
yeah,
line? It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I saw something, it's like Bucky's whole plot is like finding out who Bucky is. And I thought that's kind of cool, but like
Yeah, like his identity.
yeah, like he's trying to figure out who he is and how he's gonna like go about with the rest of his life after like everything that he's done. I feel like that is what should have been like at least plot B of the show.
The
I
only thing
can't even say plot B because there's like 5 different plots.
I know,
Like normally a show is like plot A, plot B, like you know, but
there
it's
was like
just like
plot
it's like
A through
yeah.
D. No, the one thing is they showed him like trying to go on a date with that girl and trying to live a normal life, and that was the one part like that was focused
Yeah.
on that. So many things are actually
Everything Bucky was just good. I
that was
liked
good.
every part of the show that Bucky was in. He was good.
Everything they like, yeah, it felt like they didn't do enough, but everything that they did do like made me happy.
Yeah.
I'm not even a huge Bucky fan either, and I thought it was
I know. I liked him a lot more in this show.
yeah.
Just like because it was cool. I don't know.
I guess I like Falcon more now. I don't really know.
I don't yeah. I don't know. It's
As a
just I
whole,
feel like
it was not a bad show, but
yeah, not bad. I feel like we're like kind of roasting it, but like it's definitely it's fine.
yeah, it
Like
is.
a solid like it wasn't I wasn't really expecting that much more going into it. I thought it was gonna be the least risky show that Marvel was like going with. It was just
Yep.
gonna be an action show, like of
Yep.
them fighting. I was like, that's pretty much what we got with a little more going on.
That's okay
But
though.
yeah, yeah,
No, the faults that I have with it are not like I had with WandaVision, where it was just things that like outright like offended me. Not okay, that's not the right way to say it, but I was
yeah,
just like, why are they like what are they doing? And I wanted to punch my screen. Like it
yeah.
was
It
so
was just like,
frustrating.
yeah,
Yeah, the show was harmless to yeah.
yeah. And it just kind of suffered from the same thing.
Mhm.
WandaVision was just kind of a fight scene,
Yeah,
other than like the last few parts.
it's kind of a fight scene.
Yeah. Um, I liked how Falcon uses the shield. If we're talking about things we like I
Yeah,
think his fighting style with the shield's cool.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. Um,
Just talking about like I kind of got ahead out in like probably 5-10 minutes, but
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing that's like I uh, like the future of the MCU. I am glad that they're finding their footing. It seems like if this is the start of it, like if this is the worst that it is, then that's good because this is still like watchable and it's still like MCU content. And it's still good. So if this is what it takes to get them on their way for like shows and series, and that's all right.
yeah, yeah. I feel like they'll get their rhythm soon. Hopefully, low key. Because I swear, if they ruin the show,
I will actually be mad. It is good. Like uh,
yeah,
it
it
finally feels
just
like something
feels
extended.
like it's actually funny too. Like it's like a good Marvel thing.
Yeah, it feels like Marvel finally.
Yeah,
Falcon and Winter Soldier felt more MC than WandaVision. WandaVision felt like an anomaly. It didn't even. I don't know what it felt like. It was weird.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I hope Black Widow is good. Comes out in a month, like less than a month.
It has to be good. It has to be. Like it's been delayed by like a year or more. More, yeah.
Or
Better. It just like I won't accept that it's not gonna be good. Like I can't. It has to be good.
yeah, when I went into Falcon Winter Soldier, I was like, all right, good action show, harmless to it, and I got that. Like, I don't want to set false expectations, but I have high expectations for Black Widow because it is a movie finally, and that's what they're good at. And it's a character, Black Widow. I don't care if she's dead; she's been around, so that's a positive. Like now, I'm throwing that out the window. I just want to see something good.
Yeah. I feel like I was when I first saw the trailers, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like a Marvel like a classic Marvel movie, but I feel like they're gonna do more in the
Yeah.
movie. Like they're gonna tackle more stuff than that.
And for people who think we're being too hard on stuff, like oh, like they're like after Endgame, like Spider-Man: Far From Home came out after Endgame, and I love that movie. And that's what makes me think like people are like, oh yeah, they don't know what they're doing after Endgame. It's not true. Like they've released a project after that. I know that's still considered phase. Like is that? I don't remember what phase that's in.
It's phase three still. It's
Okay,
the end
three.
of phase three, yeah.
All right. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I didn't know which
'Cause
one. Yeah,
they always end the phases on like a non-important movie. Like, it's
yeah,
really weird. Like
yeah,
phase
man.
two was like ended with like Ant-Man, yeah.
Yeah, it did after Avengers.
Yeah, it was weird.
Anyway,
Or
but
wait, was that phase? Yeah,
that was two.
whatever.
Yeah, but so they know what they're doing. It just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Far From Home is just like it's like they perfectly executed what fans needed. Like it's like people were torn apart. It's like fun movie that everyone will like. And
Also,
Spider-Man, who's a
yeah.
fan favorite, it was overall good movie. Yeah.
And
I think they just like I think they need to do more exploring the blip and like how it's I like that those parts of the shows so far.
because they've touched on it for two shows and it's been three and include like Spider-Man and the two shows and it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, and there's another thing I want to talk about how like Falcon's like kind of like a celebrity now and
Yeah,
like Bucky isn't and he's like I don't know, it's just kind of weird because I feel like Bucky like should be recognized as an Avenger, but like people really don't. It's more Falcon. I don't know. And it's like Falcon gets all this like recognition throughout the show. Like Bucky is never once like addressed like that. I don't know.
no, you're like he's like low key and yeah, not low key. He's low key. Like
Yeah,
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 like Bucky definitely does not have celebrity fame or anything. He's not even viewed as a villain after he's like committed crimes. So
yeah,
yeah, the blip to me is kind of like Order 66 in Star Wars, how they keep revisiting it. Like I don't hate it because it's like pivotal and it's something that could be explored a lot. So
Yeah, but I feel like giving some background to it will definitely be good. Like it's not like Order 66 where I didn't know what was happening. Like obviously I knew what was happening,
but it's
but I
good to
think
get from different views.
yeah, like how it affected individuals and like I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what Falcon and Winter Soldier tried to do.
Yeah, with Fly
Kind of
Fan.
is just really unclear. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much our Falcon Winter Soldier review. It's pretty all right. Now talking about it, I don't even know if I like more than WandaVision. It's like it's hard. I think they're like pretty even because they both just really like choked on things that like they could have been good.
They're so different but so like similar in their.
It's like Bucky Loki carried the show. It's like that's the only reason I like it more, to be honest. I think. Oh. Yeah, I would say they're probably both sevens.
I would.
Being honest,
That
maybe 7.5s. Definitely not in the 6s. Definitely not in the 8s. It's like 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah. So like not bad, pretty solid for their first attempt at shows. Anyways, that's pretty much the end of our episode.
Got me like bummed because like I don't know. Marvel's always been fun to talk about. Well, Star has been controversial, and this isn't controversial yet, but it's definitely not as.
Well, we didn't even talk about. I said we were going to talk about the death threats to John Walker, and we didn't.
Oh
even
yeah,
talk about
that was the first hint of like toxic fans. Like that's not.
Yeah, it was just like wow.
If you're
Like,
a fan, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
The actor did a good job if he made you hate him that much.
Yeah, that was like I saw comments. It's like if you don't like the character, the actor is doing a good job.
Yeah, if he's making you feel that way, then
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get why people are so pressed. Like it's obviously his role. It's to be a bad guy. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So that was our Falcon Winter Soldier review. If you liked it, go check out our other episodes. If you haven't, subscribe if you want to see future episodes. We're going to be talking about Loki maybe next because we probably need to get the episode reviews out of the way.
Yeah.
And then Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
In the future, once Joey watches.
You gotta watch Invincible. That's a good. It was good. I promise. It was.
Yeah. Oh, did you finish it? I need to watch it.
It was good.
I gotta catch up on Bad Batch, and then I gotta watch that. We also talk about Bad Batch. We talked about Clone Wars, right?
We did.
We did. Okay, yeah. So I'll catch up on Bad Batch
at the end, though.
Yeah, because we already like pretty much almost.
I like what it's doing. It's definitely more of a casual watch, though.
I've seen 2 episodes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna be talking about Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, Breaking Bad, The Office. We just have a lot of things lined up that we gotta get out of the way. There's gonna be fans on the show. Maybe next episode. We'll see.
It'll be fun if we have guests. We can actually like have them in person. Get like.
Did I say fans? I meant guests. Whatever. Yeah, guests in person. That's what we're planning to do. We're moving in person, maybe. Okay. Go check out at podcast_time_times at Instagram and YouTube, where we post clips of our favorite moments of the podcast. They're funny. They're good. They're like the tidbits of our opinion on things. Yeah, just go watch. It's good. If you made it this far, you're gonna like it probably. Yeah, we're gonna be more active on there because we haven't posted, in years. So
let me crank them out this summer.
Go do that. Go do subscribe, like everything on all platforms. Everything, always, everything, everywhere. Okay, we're gonna head out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, people of YouTube. Say bye.
Bye. If you disagree with us, tell us so we can fight.
No, don't tell us. I'll kill you.
Oh,
Okay, bye.